A small outdoor space holds surprising potential. With a few thoughtful touches, even the tiniest front yard can bloom into something welcoming, where greenery softens the edges of a home and simple details invite the eye to linger. Today, we're exploring tiny front yard garden ideas that boost curb appeal instantly, using affordable materials, layered plants, and charming rustic accents that make a big impact in a compact space. Here on Rustic and Rooted, we celebrate practical garden design inspired by nature, timeless textures, and the quiet beauty of outdoor living. Small borders quietly organize a garden and give it visual clarity. Bricks, river stones, or reclaimed wood pieces form simple lines that frame planting beds and pathways. Their earthy tones contrast nicely with fresh greenery and soft soil. Even a narrow strip along the front yard can look thoughtfully arranged once the edges are clearly defined. When planning a border on a budget, reuse materials whenever possible. Leftover pavers, broken bricks, or flat stones can be placed half buried in the soil to create a steady edge. Keep the lines slightly curved for a relaxed cottage look, and maintain the border by brushing away stray mulch or grass every few weeks to keep the shape crisp. Layered planting gives even the smallest front yard a sense of dimension. Start with low ground covers near the walkway, followed by mid-height flowers like daisies or salvias, and taller grasses or shrubs toward the back. The varied heights create a soft green tapestry, where leaves overlap gently and colors appear richer through contrast. A layered arrangement also makes plant care easier. Taller plants naturally shield delicate flowers from wind, while ground covers help keep soil moist. Choose species with staggered bloom times so something is always showing color. With thoughtful spacing and seasonal variety, the garden maintains interest throughout spring, summer, and early autumn. Gravel pathways introduce a relaxed, rustic texture that works beautifully in compact front yards. Light-colored pea gravel reflects sunlight during the day, while darker crushed stone creates a stronger contrast against foliage. The soft crunch underfoot adds a quiet sensory detail, and the irregular stones blend easily with cottage-style planting beds. To install one economically, lay landscape fabric beneath the gravel to prevent weeds and keep the stones from sinking into soil. Frame the path with small edging stones or reclaimed bricks so the material stays contained. A path only 2 or 3 feet wide can guide visitors naturally toward the entrance without overwhelming the garden. Rustic planters introduce texture and personality through weathered surfaces and natural patina. Wooden crates, galvanized buckets, or aged clay containers sit comfortably among greenery, their worn finishes complementing leaves and flowers. When grouped at different heights, these containers create visual rhythm while keeping the garden relaxed and informal. Look for items that can be repurposed instead of buying new pots. Drill drainage holes if needed, then fill them with herbs, trailing flowers, or compact shrubs. Arranging several smaller planters near the entrance often feels more balanced than using one large container, especially in a narrow yard where scale matters. Bright flowers near the entry instantly guide attention toward the front door. Clusters of petunias, marigolds, or geraniums provide cheerful color that stands out against green foliage. Their blossoms catch sunlight throughout the day, creating a lively welcome that visitors notice even before stepping onto the walkway. For practical planting, keep the bed slightly raised so blooms remain visible from the street. Choose varieties suited to local sunlight conditions and group similar colors together for a tidy look. Regular deadheading keeps plants blooming longer, and a small drip line or watering routine ensures the display stays fresh through warm months. Moving to evening details, solar lights can gently illuminate a tiny front yard without complex wiring. Slender stakes tucked beside pathways or borders create soft pools of light that highlight plants and edges. As dusk settles, the glow reflects off leaves and gravel, giving the garden a quiet presence even after sunset. These lights are affordable and simple to install. Place them where they receive full sunlight during the day so the batteries charge properly. Space them evenly along the path rather than clustering them together. Occasional cleaning of the small solar panels helps maintain brightness throughout the season. A small garden corner can serve as a subtle focal point within a compact front yard. A cluster of leafy plants, low shrubs, and textured ground cover forms a dense pocket of greenery. Natural stones or bark mulch beneath the plants soften the base, while the layered foliage gives the area visual weight without occupying much space. Position the corner slightly off-center so the layout feels balanced rather than rigid. This arrangement works well beside a fence, mailbox, or walkway bend. Plant varieties that thrive in similar light and watering conditions, making maintenance easier while keeping the cluster lush and healthy through the growing season. Next, consider vertical elements to expand the garden upward. A simple wooden trellis beside the house wall or near the entry supports climbing plants like jasmine or clematis. As vines grow, they form a living wall of leaves and flowers, adding height and softness without using valuable ground space. Install the trellis firmly into the soil or against a fence so it remains stable through wind and rain. Choose climbing plants that suit your climate and prune them lightly each season to maintain shape. Vertical greenery often makes a small yard feel fuller because the eye naturally follows the upward lines. Mulch gives planting beds a finished appearance while serving several practical purposes. Dark bark chips or shredded would create a deep contrast against bright foliage and delicate flowers. The texture feels soft and natural, and after a light rain, the earthy scent of damp mulch lingers pleasantly in the garden. Spread a 2 to 3 inch layer around plants, leaving a small gap near stems to prevent rot. Mulch helps retain moisture and suppress weeds, which reduces maintenance over time. Refresh the layer once or twice each year to keep the beds looking neat and healthy. Finally, combining natural materials creates visual balance in a tiny front yard. Stone edging, wooden accents, and clusters of leafy plants interact in subtle ways, each surface catching light differently. Smooth stones contrast with rough bark, while glossy leaves reflect sunlight and soften the harder textures. When designing this mix, keep the palette simple. Choose 2 or 3 main materials so the space feels cohesive rather than crowded. Repeating those textures across the garden, along pathways, borders, and small seating areas, creates harmony and helps the yard appear thoughtfully arranged from the street. From simple garden borders and gravel paths to layered plantings and cozy rustic accents, these small front yard ideas show how thoughtful details can reshape a space without requiring a large budget. Even the smallest patch of soil can become a welcoming scene when texture, greenery, and balance work together. A garden is more than decoration. It's a living reflection of care, patience, and creativity. If these ideas sparked inspiration for your own front yard, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your outdoor sanctuary might be just a few plants away.